Hi and welcome back to Cut the Crackle. It's October, it's almost Halloween, and today we're going to be taking a look at some custom zombie minifigures. These were all made using mostly parts I bought from Firestar Toys. Firestar Toys is a website selling a wide array of different LEGO minifigures and minifigure pieces. They also sell custom figs and parts both from third parties and stuff they design and produce themselves. After seeing that they sold a substantial selection of zombie themed stuff, I felt inspired and decided to buy some pieces and make some custom LEGO zombie minifigures. Let's take a closer look at them. First up we have this clown zombie minifigure.
What's the matter, kid? Don't you like clowns?
I really like how this one turned out. The hairpiece and legs were stuff I already had, but the head and torso I ordered from Firestar Toys' custom minifigure pieces. The printing on the torso is done really well, and even though the design is pretty gnarly, and appropriately so, it does fit the LEGO style. I thought these legs from the LEGO Batman movie clown minifigure were perfect for this. I could have introduced some different colours here, but I thought keeping with the yellow, blue and red palette of the torso gave the clown zombie this more muted, unnerving look, which is why I also elected to go with blue for the afro piece as well. Underneath we have this custom printed clown zombie head. I think Firestar Toys did a brilliant job designing this. They've really captured the style LEGO have done previously with both the existing zombie minifigures and the Series 1 clown minifigure. There's something just really creepy about those glowing red eyes over the dark red nose. If I turn this around, you can also see it has some nice back printing. I'm really happy with how this custom minifigure turned out. Clowns aren't exactly known for their colour coordination, but keeping with these three main colours, I think it works really well, and those custom printed pieces fit seamlessly with the official LEGO printed legs. Next up we have this epic desert camo zombie soldier. Everything you see here is custom, and this is probably my favourite of these custom zombie minifigures. I just think he looks absolutely superb. If we start with a closer look at his torso, this is actually a variant on an existing Firestar Toys custom design, the Desert Trooper camo torso. The main difference here is that his gear is all torn and tattered, and the design on this is fantastic. Really detailed without straying too far from the LEGO style. Even though this is the sort of design they would never create, if they did, you could imagine it would look just like this. They don't do a zombie variant on these legs, so they are just the standard Desert Trooper ones. But I do think they work just fine here. It might have been nice to have the pockets looking a bit more scruffy or have a tear or two in the fabric, if they did make a zombie variant. But when you put these with the torso, I don't think that, as a whole, it looks bad at all. Sadly, neither the torso or the legs have any side printing, but as my friend Ed would say,
it's not the end of the world.
In his hand you can see this minifigure has a pretty realistic looking weapon, at least by LEGO standards. This was actually built using the side-down system pieces. You order everything separately like the barrel, body, stock, magazine and scope, and then assemble them yourself. Because the parts are all interchangeable, there's a heap of different combinations and configurations to choose from. I was really impressed with how simple it was to put this thing together. And whilst it's not official LEGO, the quality is fantastic and I think it looks great in the hands of this custom minifigure. If I spin him around for you, you can see the torso also has some really nice detailed back printing, continuing that roughed up camo design from the front of the torso. Up top, our zombie soldier is sporting another non-LEGO piece. This is also produced by Sidan and is their IBH helmet in dark tan. You can actually attach other accessories they produce like night vision goggles to that clip at the front as well. And beneath that we have this excellent custom design headpiece from Firestar Toys themselves. This one is called their Trooper Zombie, and whilst it might not reach all the way around, I think that strap detail goes really well with this helmet in completing the look of this minifigure. You can see he has even more detail with this dressing covering up a bump on his head, which might explain why he looks so grumpy. Maybe our zombie doctor can make him feel better. This minifig is really still a work in progress, as I haven't yet been able to find any legs for her. but ideally I really like to get some with some printing to complete the look. I've also given her the Larry the Barista hairpiece and a syringe piece in spring green as an accessory. Her torso is called Surgeon Zombie and has some really great details like the broken stethoscope hanging around her neck, or her chewed up name tag. The Lego style curved hips make this obviously meant to be a female torso, and I know that with some of these you can get away with using as a gender neutral piece, but I think you might struggle here. Particularly around the back, the hips are very distinct and I personally don't think this would work for a male minifig. If I just take her hair off a second, you can also get a better look at her head design. Then we have what I'm going to call my mole rat zombie. Unlike the others, I didn't put this together with a particular theme in mind. I just liked the individual pieces. First up we have this amazing custom torso. I absolutely love that spooky Halloween spin on the classic space logo. Instead of a rocket ship you've got a witch flying past the moon on her broom. And even a couple of Lego bats as well. Inspired. I've also given her the confused zombie head and this long ponytail with visor hairpiece from the Friends line. I think they all come together to make a really cool looking zombie character. One thing I was disappointed to find though was a distinct lack of back printing. That really surprised me as all the other zombie torsos had back printing, and it just looks really plain and bland now in comparison. I mean, I would have expected to have the hip design continued on the back at least. Finally, we have Zombie Kitty. Unlike the minifigures, this is sold as a complete figure, and the instant I saw this, I knew I had to get it. This is just awesome. I mean, just look at that face design. They've perfectly captured the look of Unikitty and transformed her into a member of the undead. You could honestly mistake this for an official fig. It looks that perfect. So there you have my custom Lego zombie minifigures. You can buy all the custom pieces you see here as well as the Zombie Kitty figure from firestartoys.com. Overall, I'm pretty happy with them and I think they all make excellent additions to my growing Lego zombie horde. What do you think of my custom zombie minifigures? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, and if you haven't already, be a hero and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Laters.